Hello, YouTube. We are live for the Geek Show, episode 66. The E3 Spectacular. We curse and junk, so don't get offended.
Fox told me about all your features I don't have. I just want to download the file.
I don't know where my thing is.
That sounds like a personal problem.
My kids are trying really hard to have it not have me know where my thing is.
Jared, are you hearing other voices? Because I'm only hearing you.
I hear CJ. Or I heard
Yeah.
CJ.
I am the
I
only person
don't
being
hear
heard
CJ.
other than Jazz. I hear nobody else.
Boom! Lower third. Eat it.
Yay! Yours works.
Okay.
Soundboards. TKO sound.
That one works.
Spoilers.
I should probably go ahead and start touching my butt and whatnot.
That's what she said.
Why would she say that?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh. Quit talking nonsense.
Seems like you'd want somebody else touching your butt. I don't know why you want to touch your own butt. Is there anyone in the chat room besides me?
Don't know. Do.
Does Blaze only come on when Alexandra's on?
I hope not. No, I think she is a Twitch person, so she'll come on when she gets notification that we went live.
Ah, so she's a genuine fan.
Yes. She does the things.
I just assumed she was with Alexandra because she showed up at the same time.
Well, they're not in the same place, but she is her friend.
Ah, that's what I was
So, yes and no simultaneously.
Erg. What the heck? Oh.
Make it all big.
That's what. I'm caught on my DVI cable.
Hate when that happens.
Hate it when I get caught on my DVI cable.
Alright, so go ahead and go live on Twitch. Hello, Twitch.
Woohoo! Hello.
Geek Show, episode 66, where we talk about the E3s and the whatnot. And Raul left, so I'm guessing he got tornadoed.
That's. I hope not.
Well, that's the problem he's having right now. Is
Anybody want to go see Fire and Frenzy in St. Louis? No.
Sure. As soon as they get back in touch with me about not having our stuff muted.
Oh, advertisers. Why do you keep sending me stuff about the World Cup like I care?
And what else? Shit, there's so much to do when setting up a show. You would think that I've done this before.
Show notes. That's what I was doing.
Playlists, recent live shows, add a vidya. I'm going to talk about the vidya games today. Can't yell at us this time, Twitch. We're actually doing mostly vidya game talk.
Have we ever gotten yelled at Twitch by that? For that?
No, actually, we have not.
That's nice.
There
Because
were
we
a couple of times that certain ladybugs were threatening to.
lady. Oh, wait. I think I know what you
Man
mean.
bugs.
Oh, lady man bugs.
Yes.
Don't lady man bugs have better things to do?
Nope. All right. So we're up on the site, Twitch. Got to do the butt.
Everybody now. Do the butt, do the butt, do the butt.
Butt setup page with all the stuff to connect to butt. It is great though hearing from Todd about stuff when we're setting this up, and he goes, "You and Tom Merritt make the same jokes," and I'm like, "Sweet." Great minds think alike. All right, Geek.io change submitted. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Butt touched. We are live. Hello, Alpha Geek. Quick last bit of a show, pre-show, to see if Raul comes back from going to Kansas in a tornado, or if Dale joins
going
us,
to Oz.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
or else it is going to be an incredibly awkward show trying to talk about E3 with one person that has watched it.
Well, it's his job then to sell me.
Yes. Well, consider this his audition because he's wanting to do video game journalism, so I'm making him journalize.
Oh. Why isn't he writing articles for the site then?
We're working on that. I have plans. Silence you. No one asked for your opinion here. Or something. What is this?
How to drain your dragon.
Oh, that's that. Alright then. Going through stuff and finding out what it is
I go
fun.
wrong with my stroke.
Would it kill you to say something?
No.
Yes.
The hell is this?
The Hunger Games for penises.
Who was that?
I don't know. It is one of the greatest things that I've heard in a while, though.
What's like the Hunger Games for penis?
I don't know. But it's been copied onto my soundboard forever.
I would like some context, please. Where's
I
Rawl?
don't. Is Rawl back?
Rawl. Where are you, Rawl?
He's typing to me right now, actually.
Okay.
I gotta find out where Rachel put her thing that she warns us about cursing at.
How did you know the Geek.io show is starting right now?
Oh.
That's what my phone is telling me.
I
Oh,
didn't know.
Rawl's power is out.
Oh, nice. That is stinky poo poo.
It's a real shame.
It is. Never. Gerben. I need to quit going into that same folder. It's not doing any good for me. Whoa, why are there 3 Summer Movie SmackDown things? Mixdown 1, Mixdown 2, update. Let's go with update. Well, he did, like I said, he warned me, so I guess it's just going to be the 3 of us as soon as I figure out everything that's going on with this. So bear with me just a couple seconds here. I promise I've done this before. Wait, what? Why did that do that? Don't do that. Quit being dumb. Jazz, it's being dumb.
What? What?
It's being dumb.
What is?
Make it quit being dumb.
I don't know. I don't. You'll have to be more specific.
It is being dumb. Make it not be dumb.
You need me to talk to it.
Yes.
Hi. Look. It'd be really great if you couldn't be dumb. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if you give him a blowjob, that would probably be the sound he would have.
We have not given the inappropriate warning yet, CJ. Can't be playing
We
stuff like
curse
that.
and there's innuendo and junk.
How is blowjob innuendo? That seems pretty straightforward to me. It's not innuendo. It means exactly what it means.
I could do more if you want.
I don't care. Just play the warning so people don't yell at
I'm
us.
looking for the warning. I don't know where the warning's at.
It's not in the box.
Someone changed things and didn't tell me. And I don't know where the old one went either. Which is incredibly unhelpful. Son of a wiener. Geek Network. No. Mid-show. Old. Pro XPN. No. No. Self-promotion. Self-promotion. Empty. That says something. That really says something. I would love to get this show started. Really would. Segment bumpers, old files, First Doctor, OBS segment, Geek.io news. No. No. I don't know where he put anything at. It's really starting to anger me. Wing. Sorry, CJ power is out. Okay, I get it. Go away. Nobody likes you and nobody likes your face. I'm gonna play a song while we're waiting for me to get my crap together. Hey, there's a baby.
Show enough. He's making his podcasting debut.
Oh yeah. Here's a song for Professor Shy Guy while I am waiting.
Boom, 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 boom.
Professor Shy Guy featuring Ali Spagnuolo. Do what you want. As soon as it loads. Well, that stopped abruptly. Okay. There. All right. So, like I said before, that was just a test. Here's some Professor Shy Guy. If it'll play properly. I hate you so much right now. Here we go. Here's one. It's not our show, but you know.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, and listeners. This is JD representing the How It Stack show, and I'd like to take this time to talk to you about some of the language that we're going to use on the show. It tends to get a little graphic and out of control at some times, so this is for, you at home with sensitive ears. Viewer discretion is advised!
There. I have played the warning. I don't know where anything went. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this thing. You back, Jazz?
No.
Guess not. Oh, this is fun and exciting and fun. I'm so glad.
Yay, only 13 hours left.
Oh.
I'm a Destiny first look alpha.
Ah, nice.
Should be done after I get off work tomorrow.
Nice.
It's going to be exciting.
That is indeed something to be excited about. Okay. See, this is what happens when my producer's not here. Things just tend to explode.
Well, maybe that means you need to do it every once in a while.
Well, I do my own show, but this show has a lot more stuff in it. And normally I'm trying to bring the funny in and whatnot, and not actually work.
The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
Alright, got that one.
I'm back.
Yay! I
Sorry.
found the Summer Movie Smackdown. I still haven't figured out where the heck the sweary bumpery thingy is.
I got nothing on that.
Like, it has just completely disappeared. I don't know what happened to it.
It's not in the box.
If it is, I don't know where he put it. Oh, there it is. Why was
How
it?
about Rachel explicit warning? Is that it?
Shut your face.
If you search,
I know what I'm doing, damn it.
if you search warning in the search thingy, it comes up as like the first thing. No, it doesn't say. No, I don't want you to play it. I want you to tell me what folder it's in.
It's just in it's in the root folder. I found it now.
Oh, you found it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that probably would have shown me.
Alright, so now that you're back and there's no Raoul, and because stupid tornadoes.
Comments. File properties. General.
Show intro outros. Download to this folder. Because I'm using it as a show intro outro. Alright, so now that I got that finally, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, I'm going to add a guest intro. And it's going to be that one, because why not? Alright, okay, so finally freaking going in 5, 4, 3.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek Radio. Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
Hey you.
If you're listening to this and don't want to hear expletives, you probably shouldn't listen to it. It's gonna get interesting.
Hi, this is Dills from The Instance and The Angry Chicken, and you're listening to Geek I.O., where you put geek in and geek out.
Initiate update sequence. Installing new shows. Upgrading website. Installing new geek content. Upgrade complete. Initiate Geek.io 2.0 Awesome Sauce.
All right, and just like that,
In and hold on to your
what?
butts. It's time for the Geek I.O. show.
Geek.io.
I
Put
can do
geek
this.
in and geek out.
I'm so bad
It's
at this.
Budlong just
It-
went his word in edgewise. It's fine.
Interrupting Budlong this week. Welcome to Geek.io, your weekly dose of geeky goodness, episode number 66, recorded Thursday, the 12th of June, 2014. I am your host, CJ Boats.
And I am your co-host, Jared Azevedo.
Yay, and we're the only normal ones here. Yay. Joining us this week to help us talk about E3, because neither Jazz nor I have watched it, hardly any of it. Our number one video game geeky co-host, Delbert Sand.
Hello. What's going on?
Good. How are you, sir?
Pretty awesome. Downloading
Making
Destiny at the moment.
making your podcast debut. Look at you.
Yes, thank you. And downloading video games while podcasting.
Yes.
Who do you think you are, CJ?
No, I play video games while podcasting.
What, you mean
There's
he's
a
not going to play
distinct
it after he
difference.
downloads it? Yeah.
I'm sure it will, but it's going to be another 13 hours before it gets there, so.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
It will be played, just much, much later.
If this goes for 13 hours, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight.
If this goes for 13 hours, I may have to drive to Florida and murder CJ with my bare hands.
No, there will not be a 13-hour show. In fact, I'm pretty sure this one actually will be pretty quick.
Since there's only three of
Because, yeah, just three of us. All the distractions in Budlong and Dale are gone because they're distracting.
Dale is very distracting.
Yes.
Budlong's usually just distracted.
Yeah.
Well, with his new pink walls, I don't know. Those are pretty distracting.
All right. So while I look for everything, Delbert, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Not really much to tell, really. I'm kind of boring. I play stupid amounts of video games. I don't have much time for anything else. I make coffee, as that was mentioned before. What else is there? I have pretty much every system from Sony ever made.
Yay.
Sony man.
Basically. I have a Wii, but that hasn't been turned on in months.
Aw.
And
I don't know. I hate it when your Wii doesn't get turned on for months.
yeah, really.
Something about it sounds very important.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can read whatever you want to in it.
Well, yes. All right, so let's go ahead and get into a thing that's not playing. Lovely. Hold on. F. Now I am turning into Budlong. There's something wrong with this.
The button's not buttoning.
The button is not buttoning. At all. There it is. The ASD? What? What's a .ASD?
I don't know. I'd ask Budlong, but he's not here.
He's sabotaging me.
Sabotage!
From beyond the podcast thing. Or something. Um, nothing is working like it should. Here, let's do it this way. In approximately 30 seconds. And that's the one we got lyric.
Pew pew! Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
There we go. This is Gadgets, Games, and Gizmos, where we talk about the stuff that we're playing with and stuff that's not working this week. Let's go ahead and start out with Jared. What have you been doing, sir?
Oh, I've been doing all kinds of weird, geeky, well, actually more nerdy things, really. Because I got a little bit of birthday money for my birthday on May the 7th, so over a month ago. And with it, I bought a bunch of storage. So first, I bought a terabyte external hard drive for my Raspberry Pi so that I could set up a NAS, network attached storage. So I can, do backups, have room to save files that I download completely legally, and whatever else I can use with a terabyte of space. So it's a Raspberry Pi network attached storage. So I call it Pi NAS for short. Also because
It's totally not what I read.
Also because I'm 12. I have my Pi NAS.
It's a very fine Pi NAS.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge Pi NAS.
I really don't know
Terabyte,
where
man,
you put that Pi NAS.
put all kinds of
It all
things in
go
that Pi NAS.
what all that Pi NAS could do.
So yeah, I did that nerdy thing, formatting hard drives, setting up a shared folder on a Raspberry Pi. Fun times. And then the other piece of storage I brought was a new SSD for my tower. I didn't have a lot of money, so I only got the 64 gig that was on sale for $40.
That ain't bad.
And not bad at all, man. It was on sale. I couldn't turn it down. So I'm running most of my programs, including the operating system, on the SSD, and things run quite snappy and wonderful now. Plus, it only takes like 30 to 60 seconds for my computer to boot, where before it would take like 5 minutes, which is really nice.
Dude.
It's very, very nice.
I didn't realize it was that much quicker, honestly.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's a world of difference. And it makes
You
me
actually
happy.
use your computer when you want to.
Yeah, I know. You can shut it
Practical
down.
concept.
I have to reboot all the time because I have a terrible printer.
Okay.
Because Lexmark. Oh, excuse me. I got something.
Oh, wow, you might want to get that cough checked out.
Makes terrible printers, and if you print more than one thing without rebooting the computer, it won't print. So.
What?
Yeah.
How old is your printer?
It's probably 4 or 5 years old. It was the one that had the $5 ink back in the day. They had the big campaign and whatnot. Which I love the $5 ink thing, but the fact that if I want to print something else, I have to reboot my computer is a terrible, terrible thing. So the next time I get some money, I think I'll get a new printer.
Probably not a bad idea.
We'll see. Something
Physical
that works.
media is sometimes important.
Anything. Oh, especially for if your wife's a couponer.
Yes.
The printers are
God,
really
yes.
important. And if the printer doesn't print the coupon, yeah, heads will roll.
Yes. Oh, trust me, Rachel's a couponer too, so.
It did print my coupon!
Yeah, why is it? What do you mean you don't have the coupon? Shopping trip's over, we're leaving! It's one
Why
thing.
did it print out a blank page? That was a $5 coupon. It's like $5 just threw away in the crash. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, our printer is terrible. It's the worst printer ever. I've done everything I
sounds
know
like
to
a
do.
nightmare.
I know. I've reinstalled the driver several times. I've updated the firmware. Everything should be fantastic. But no. The printer hates everything.
It's possessed.
It's the devil. It's the devil. It hates
Your printer is the devil.
By M. Night Shyamalan.
The twist is, it is actually Satan.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm sorry. The non-Delbert made coffee. Thank you, Rachel.
So is Delbert
Yeah.
the Starbucks friend we always hear about?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just connecting the dots here.
Yeah, he is the Starbucks man with the Starbucks plan.
And it may just be the crappy web camera, or maybe my thing, but he kind of looks like Ted Raimi. Is it just me?
I can kind of see that.
I don't know. He should be in the background of every Sam Raimi movie somewhere, doing something. Making coffee.
Of course.
Making coffee for Peter Parker.
Because Ted Raimi is never going to be nearly as successful as Sam.
Yeah, well, he's back there with Bruce Campbell. They're hanging out.
Rubbing coffee on his chin. Or something. However that works.
Coffee off his chin.
And then I don't know how this coffee thing works. It just goes somewhere.
And then aside from that, with the rest of my birthday money, I ordered some books. 3 books to be exact. And the first one I just finished today was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And
Okay, so my children.
It is freaking fantastic. It's like...
I've never heard of it.
I know. It's like Harry Potter meets X-Men meets Tim Burton is my best way to describe it. It is really, really good. I highly recommend it. It's young adult fiction, so it's pretty easy to blow through. I did it in, I guess, a little under a week. And I have 2 small children that don't like me, sit still and read a book. So there's that.
Don't like you.
So a normal person could probably get through it in 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
Normally. But, I read it on my lunch break a few days and at
There you
night,
go.
not sleeping, and burned right on through it. So it's really good. Loved it. Maybe if I can find some time, I'll actually write a review and put it on the site or something.
You write blogs? No.
I know. It's been like a year, so it's time to do my once-a-year blog.
Ready Player One?
Actually, I think it's been over a year. I think it was May of last year.
Dear Lord.
Let's see. Oh, no. It was December 13th, 2012. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So, if you would like to write blogs for Geek.io, please send an email to feedback@geek-io.com because nobody else is willing to.
The heart is willing, but the mind is weak and tired and forgetful and easily distracted. All of these things.
Look, a squirrel.
What? Squirrel?
It's shiny, look.
Ooh.
Alright, anything else you've been up to?
I don't think so. I probably have been doing some other things, but it's just all kind of a blurry haze right now. My lack of sleep. But Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Go read it today. The sequel's out now. I may have to go pick it up. Because the first one was so great. But why don't we hear from our special guest? What have you been up to, special guest? Ted Raimi. I've dealt
Oh my gosh. I was playing Wolf. I picked up Wolfenstein for the PS4 the other day. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know how many people are familiar with Wolfenstein, but it's
That's
actually really
exciting.
good.
I think I've heard of it.
Once in a while, it's a word that's floated around. It's really good. It's a good first-person shooter. I was actually surprised that it was no multiplayer at all.
None. Wow.
So it was able to be straight on for the single player. So it was awesome.
I do have a fond memory of being at my uncle's house and playing Wolfenstein 3D shareware on his computer. And I was like, what, 12, 10, I don't know, somewhere in there.
Something like that.
When it was actually shareware, legal shareware, that was about when we were 12, yeah.
12? Yeah, I figured it's about 12.
Yeah, because I distinctly remember playing that and Robotech on the computer lab that I illegally installed Windows 95.
You illegally installed Windows 95?
Yes.
Lab computer?
Yes. It helps that I knew more about computers than the actual lab instructor did.
Okay.
Delbert is distracted too.
Who wants to ask a question?
Alright, so I guess I'll move on since it's the only thing he had on here.
Yeah, he muted
so
himself.
Delbert was killing Nazis.
Nazis?
I
That's
still
America.
am playing the Pokemans. It is still fun. It is still the Pokemans. Went and seen Maleficent this week. That movie is amazing.
That's what I hear.
Like,
I'd like to see
the only complaint that anybody has, and I disagree with it, is that it was too short. They wanted
Too
more
short.
context, but I think the pacing and everything like that worked really well in it. So, yeah, like, a bunch of people that I heard from, and Rachel herself's like, I wanted more, I wanted more. I'm like, it would be great to have a little bit more explaining the reason why X happened and how Y happened, but I think the pacing was pretty good. But it is a rush out and reserve it as soon as Amazon is going to let me.
Nice. Which they usually
is-
do like the week after.
Well, I haven't looked because of no money and no job. So
Right. It's probably best you don't look.
yeah, the mere thought of spending $30 on something is like. But yes, it will be purchased. It will be a day one thing, no matter where I have to siphon the money from.
Did you take your kids to see it?
No, only because I had only 2 tickets. I had 2
Ah.
tickets from winning a contest back on Valentine's Day, so we went and saw that.
Right on.
I
I
don't
was
think-
wondering if it's suitable for smaller
It
kids or
is,
if it would be too
like,
scary.
Well, my daughter, like, it's a PG. It's not PG-13. So you do have that. I mean, obviously, it has some violence. It has some war. It has some high fantasy war scenes where, like, a grass dragon is taking out a bunch of knights.
Grass
And
dragon?
there is one pretty brutal scene in there, but it's really, really, like, they are telegraphing that punch, so it gives you plenty of time to cover little ones' faces if you don't want them seeing it. But it is not the one thing I liked about it. It is not just Sleeping Beauty told from Maleficent's point of view. It is a complete retelling of that story, and in a fantastic way. I mean, it's really magical. It truly is.
You have me intrigued now. Because
Yes,
from the
you should
previews,
see
it looked like it was pretty, or at least all the shots they were showing were, direct from the Disney Sleeping Beauty movie.
Yeah, like,
was like,
yeah,
this
they
feels
did
familiar.
do like the curse scene is pretty much still like direct from the
Curse
Sleeping Beauty
scene and
movie.
the big thorn wall that she builds around the castle.
Yeah, but
like, that
the rest
looks-
of it is they did that on purpose though. They wanted to try and sell you on Sleeping Beauty when it's really not.
And Sleeping Beauty, that movie's only like an hour long, so if you want to complain about
Alyssa
short.
is a little short of 2 hours, I believe it is, or a
That's
little
too
over
short?
2 hours. Well, that's not a bad thing though. Like that's their complaint is they just want more.
Okay.
And it is hard to get into any of it without completely destroying the plot, so I'm not really going to. Because I mean, literally, like the only thing that won't destroy the plot in the actual Maleficent plot is like the stuff ripped directly from Sleeping Beauty. So
what you're saying is, even though I've watched Sleeping Beauty so many times that I've lost count because, I have a daughter.
daughter, yes.
I can still go to this and enjoy a fresh experience.
I hate Sleeping Beauty. Like,
It's not one of my favorites. No.
I am not a fan of the old Disney movies at all. Like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, not for me. But this I really and truly liked. It was almost like Sleeping Beauty with Brave and Frozen mentalities thrown into it. So yeah, it is very girl powery, but that's not a bad thing. It's better than, oh, I'm just waiting for my prince to come. That'll solve everything. Spoiler alert: the prince is not the key in this. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now I guess I won't go see it since you spoiled it.
Yes, I spoiled that entire thing.
God.
I spoiled all of the things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I know. I'm still playing Watch Dogs. A little bit of an old Watch Dogs update. No, I did not die hard another helicopter. I did, however, land on top of a cop car from a ramp off of a mountain. They tend not to like that either. When a motorcycle lands on top of one of their cop cars, it's discouraged.
Maybe you should just stay away from cop cars in general. You seem to have issues.
Well, here's the thing about motorcycles, and they tried to replicate somewhat real-world graphics or physics. So when it's raining, it's harder to turn, and when you are just barreling down the road because your thing is so far away that you're just riding down a motorcycle, avoiding cars narrowly, just going top speed, and it rains, so it's hard to turn. And it's also harder to brake, so you just ram right through fences, go right up a mountain, and you're halfway up the mountain, so you might as well. You're like, I might as well just go with it. So I just go up the mountain, just go fly. I'm like, I'm probably gonna die. I am most likely going to die. Just fly and land on top of a cop car. It's like, well, and now my bike has finally been destroyed.
Oh, you finally broke it, so it isn't invincible.
I finally destroyed the invincible bike.
It's funny, outside of missions, the only cop car, I only found one cop car outside of a mission. That's it, just one.
Found a couple of them.
And I ran into him too, so.
I also am watching Buffy again, and I'm about halfway through last season, season 7. I did not realize that Felicia Day is in there.
Yeah, she shows up at the end. I haven't gotten that far, but I knew she was there.
And she looks and sounds exactly like she does now. And
maybe she's truly a vampire.
It's very confusing.
Surreal?
No, that's not the word. It makes me confused and weird because she's like 16.
She's a Time Lord.
Also, and I'm not going to get too far into this because I want Rachel and Dale on here. So probably next week. But Orange is the New Black, season 2 came out. And that is one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, not just dramas, like all in all, one of the best series I have ever seen. And yeah, so, it had so much lesbian sex in it, blah, blah, blah. It's not all about that. And just everything in it just is so well directed, so well acted, so well edited. The pacing is perfect. You never have a moment where you're bored because all the space is filled with stories from people that you want to know about. And
So,
Kate
I like True
Mulgrew
Detective.
is fantastic. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, everybody was silent.
No, sorry. I heard somebody was fantastic, and I talked over you.
Oh, Kate Mulgrew.
Oh.
Like, I went back and watched some Voyager, and she was so bad in that. There's no
Welcome to Paris.
person.
Come to my reading room.
Yes.
I need you to adjust my brassiere.
Well, it's still kind of like that, just slightly different.
Now she has red hair.
Yes. And a Russian accent. Yes. But really, I mean, like, there is a bunch of parts in this where these hardened, convicted criminals, you just go, oh. Oh. All right, so enough of that. We're going to go ahead and move on into intermission. And on the other side of the break, we're going to talk about the E3. Yay!
All them video games?
All of the video games! During the break, you're going to hear I Fight Dragons, the geeks shall inherit the earth. Stay tuned.
Have you ever purchased a pair of headphones only to find that they fall apart a few months later and you have to buy a new pair? Or end up finding a pair that you love so much they sound great, they just don't match your style? Go check out Tweaked Audio. They've got 7 styles with and without microphones and 6 great colors. They also have wood, which is not a color. These headphones are designed to sound great for music and talk and engineered for durability. Tweaked even believes in their products so much they've given us a lifetime guarantee. Head on over to geek-io.com/tweaked to check them out. And don't forget to use our code GEEK and get 33% off your order, plus free shipping.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is JD from How It Stacks here to talk to you about ProXPN. It is a private VPN, which basically means it is going to mask your IP address, protecting your data. So if you're out on the interwebs doing things you might not need to be doing, or if you're banking online overseas, it will help mask your data and keep it completely private. And you can do this for only $6.25 regularly, or you can use Geek20 for 20% off. So it's a pretty stellar deal, guys. And I'm just going to be honest, with all of the stuff that we've had going on, it's a good idea to invest in something like ProXPN.com. So I am JD, and I approve this message.
Are you a comic book geek? Or do you want to just listen to 2 grown men argue about fictional universes while one woman tries to talk them down off the edge? Well, we have a show for you. Listen to the Comic Alliance right here on the Geek.io network.
I remember trying to talk to you in high school. Couldn't even get a look cause you were too cool. But now we're older and we're playing by the new rules. We lived and learned, cause as time moves on, we find we belong. And then, in the end, we were the ones you used to make fun of. We stayed at home alone instead of falling in love. We never got the chance to be drunk and we didn't even dance. But here's the thing, we got the cars, we got the money. We need some sun, but I'm telling you, honey, that the geeks will. Geeks will. We will inherit the earth. The geeks will inherit the earth. The geeks will. We will inherit the earth.
Geeks will inherit the earth.
Everybody tries to tell you that you're different, so you run away and wonder if it makes sense. But the day will come when you will get a new chance. The tables turn, and you know you'll be much more than they see. In time, you'll find we were the ones who used to make fun of. We stayed at home alone instead of falling in love. We never got the chance to be drunk, we didn't even dance. But here's the thing, we got the cars, we got the money. We need some sun, but I'm telling you, honey, that the geeks will. Geeks will. We will inherit the earth. The geeks will inherit the The geeks will inherit the earth. The geeks will inherit the the ones you used to make fun of. We stayed at home alone instead of fighting love. Never got the chance to be drunky. We didn't even dance. But here's the thing: we got the cars, we got the money. We need some sun, but I'm telling you, that the geeks will. Geeks will. We will inherit the earth. The geeks will inherit the earth. The geeks will. We will inherit the earth.
All right, once again, that was I Fight Dragons. The Geeks Will Inherit the Earth off of their 2011 Kaboom album. It needs to stop playing. Stop playing. Thank you.
It doesn't want to.
Hey, there's another voice here. What is that?
What?
This is supposed to be a sausage fest. We didn't invite you here.
Oh, then you shouldn't have made it so I can access it. Oh, what now?
All right, and if you want to get in touch with the show, go ahead and head over to twitter.com/geekio show, facebook.com/geekio show. You can go to our site, of course, is geek-io.com, and our email, once again, is feedback@geek-io.com. And of course, we're still doing the anonymous survey. So if you want to let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show, let us know if you head on over to the link found in each and every episode, show notes over at geek-io.com. We greatly appreciate it.
And so we cannot hear somebody's voice other than CJ's just because, well, it's CJ.
Yay.
I know he'll pimp it out again at the end of the show, but if you head over to our Patreon site, it's Patreon, patreon.com/geekio. You can help support the shows, yes, because I can read and it's plural, on the network. It's a recurring payment that'll come out monthly. If you feel free, you can donate anything you want. It does add up for us, guys. Right now we're working on getting some benefits for the network, but for right now, anyone who does donate at all will be mentioned on the shows of the network.
Absolutely. And why do I not have... Yes, I do! Here we go. Have this.
Oh, geek out!
I apologize for that. That was not meant to be that loud.
Or that low?
It was loud and low.
The audience is now deaf.
The audience.
You deafened us and then made us
now
wonder what
deaf.
you were doing. A completely valid thing to do.
Yes. All right. So this little thing happened over this week, and it was Elon Musk allowing for all of his patents to be able to be used by everybody. So take that, gasoline. Probably more on that next week. But this thing happened. If you're not a video game person, I'm sorry. The rest of the show is going to be about video games. But
which essentially means that Rachel's probably going to sit here silently and eat cauliflower.
And cauliflower.
With cheese.
Yes. So E3 happened. And for those who don't know, that is pretty much where all of these studios get around and give us a whole bunch of promises that they don't mean to keep. And they do it over the span of 3 days.
In some countries, that would be called a marriage sometimes.
Yes. All right, so starting with Day Zero, and like I said, the only person here that's actually watched any of it, except for the Nintendo press conference, is Delbert. So Delbert's going to have the most input on all of this. So yay, the person that is the first time doing podcasting at all, I'm putting on the spot, because that's how I roll.
That's how we do it in the hood.
Word. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the one that is least cared about for the people that are currently here, the Microsoft press conference.
I care about Microsoft a little.
But you care about the Xbox?
Well, no, but
They still make my computers.
I still want to hear what they're doing. They might be doing
Alright.
good things.
Well,
yeah, not so much.
but just keep in mind, of course, if we mention these on the certain ones, it doesn't mean that that they are console agnostic. Just that these were the ones that were sampled during this. So, of course, let's go ahead and start off with. Whoa, phone's ringing.
Do you need me to get that?
No, it's for Mom. All right, we're gonna start off with Tomb Raider got a sequel announced. Just tell us a little bit about that, Delbert.
Apparently, it's comes after the events of the original game, the one that was just recently done on PS3 and 360. And
Really
I don't know very
fantastic
much about it, but it does. From what I've heard, it does feature her struggling with what she had to do on the island. So
Yeah.
they haven't said much about any of it, so I don't know how much they've actually said, but I'm just
Think
talking in
Arrow
circles.
with boobs, by the way, if you want to think about the island.
What?
So
I'm
essentially,
sorry. You have my
nothing
attention.
of great importance.
What are we talking about?
No,
What?
lots of great importance. But Arrow with boobs, basically. It was a fantastic game, but it was basically Arrow with boobs.
Basically.
So just
We have to
reveal that it
mention
got
boobs
a
at least once to
sequel.
get our SEO. So good job.
Yes. I have my priorities. That's going to be called Rise of the Tomb Raider, by the way, because there wasn't much tomb raiding in the first one.
Hopefully there's some Tomb Raiding in the next one.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that there will be, hopefully. All right.
Just not the
And-
kind of tomb raiding that you think.
Heyo.
All right. Next one actually is the only thing that I was really interested in going, mainly because of the games that are coming with it. But Halo, the Master Chef Chief Collection.
The Master Chef Edition.
It's a cranky British guy cursing at everybody now.
He replaces Cortana.
Yes. So tell us a little about the Master Chief Collection.
Hey, it's an appropriate fit at least.
Yeah.
It is.
Go over there and kill that
Brett
thing.
yelling at
Bloody
me.
hell, you green armored donkey!
And then I want.
This one is raw!
And now I want a show with GLaDOS teaching people how to cook.
That'd be the best.
Teach you how to bake cakes.
No, don't use the potato.
Yeah, no potatoes allowed.
Throw the potato into the incinerator. And pulverize
Right,
it.
so tell us a little bit about the Master Chief Collection.
As it's I think it's 1 through 4, which is going to
Yeah.
be pretty awesome. Considering 5 is going to be coming out soon. It's probably, if you're not actually having an Xbox One and you want to play all of them, be a good idea to get that one. Just on principle of getting 5 as well. I've heard it's been remastered in 1080p and 60 frames per second, so it's going to be pretty
Yes.
good. It's going to be pretty awesome. Admittedly, I've never been a big fan of first-person shooters, so Halo has never really interested me very much.
Yeah, but it is a big deal for Xbox people. So being able to get 1 through 4 on all for only $60, really. So
When each of the games was $60 a piece.
exactly.
When they came out, so.
Halo 2 is getting a massive visual upgrades as well as a full restoration of the original multiplayer. 6 stages from Halo 2 are also being remade entirely with the option to switch between the classic and the retooled versions. And I saw somewhere that it was over 100 maps for Halo 2. Also, it does come with the beta for Halo 5, and will include the collector's edition. Will include Halo Nightfall, a series produced by Ridley Scott that will form a bridge between Halo 4 and 5.
So essentially for us, something that, yeah,
Yeah. No.
don't
I'm.
care.
Yep, pretty much. Now this one is the most weird title ever. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Addiction EX Plus Alpha.
Suck who where?
Whoa.
Dead Rising 3! Yeah!
It's DLC for Dead Rising 3. From what I've heard, the name is a homage to like Super Street Fighter and all
Yes.
those weird combos.
The Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2 era where it was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter EX Plus Turbo.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Jumbo #1 Super Happy Fun Time.
Exactly.
That game, I would actually play.
I want
Just
that
gotta
to be
put that
mine.
out there.
You have Changs.
And then they give you fortune cookies after you win.
Because Super Duper #1 shiny buffet, you get #2.
Ew. Nobody wants the #2 at the buffet.
No, nobody. But yeah, it is ridiculous. It's Capcom amping it up to 11. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dead Rising games. So I don't own any of them. I just like them.
That's fair.
So and a new. Nope, I should read this. From the creator of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta comes Scalebound, which did you catch any of that?
No, I missed most of the Microsoft conference. I didn't actually see any of that.
Nobody cares about Xbox. Poor Xbox.
Well,
This
that's
is very
because-
reminiscent of our E3 coverage last year, where it was like, okay, Xbox, you suck. You suck.
Well, that's because Microsoft decided to do really epically stupid shit last year that we really, well, not many people that I know of really, have forgiven them for. I mean, shit. I was sitting talking to a certain coworker of Delbert's this evening, and even he said, if somebody were to buy me an Xbox, I'd sell it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about right. I would do the same damn thing.
Wow. Wouldn't even give it a chance, huh?
Nope.
Don't want that camera watching you and listening to you all the time.
Well, now it's been disconnected, so you can buy it without a Connect.
So they say.
But it doesn't
Soon.
matter. It's the fact that they required it that is epically retarded.
They need the voice commands and the hand gesture commands, so it can be like Minority Report.
I can
That's what we
totally tell
want.
it the hand gesture commands. Unfortunately, if somebody else is watching them, they wouldn't approve of them.
I got a hand gesture for you.
Xbox, fuck off.
Pretty much.
They did announce a new Phantom Dust game, which was, not one of my favorite Xbox, the original Xbox games. It was kind of like a trading card game, like a collectible card game, but set in an awesome post-apocalyptic.
We actually
steampunk
still have
world.
that.
Yeah, since all this buzz has been about it, I'm actually thinking about trying to find a way to hook up my original Xbox and plug in and play some Phantom Dust.
You do realize I still have all the bits and bobs for it.
I don't think our TV can plug into that kind of connector.
That's why we use our kids' TV, because it's an old TV. There is
but
a
yeah,
reason why we still have that 30-something inch little teeny tiny, not so teeny tiny lump of metal and electronic
Yeah,
in the other.
It's weird in first world problems, but it's weird when 30 inches is the smallest TV in your house.
No.
But yeah, Phantom Dust, the new Phantom Dust, which I'm like, okay, Xbox, you have me with one game, but you had me with one game last year too, which was a Killer Instinct remake, and you made it freemium.
Yep.
So not so much. A new Crackdown released. Crackdown, fun, awesome, over the top. Very much. It's basically what is that? I don't know. Not Watch Dogs. The gangster game that we were talking about earlier. Not Grand Theft Auto. The one with the penis bat.
Saints Row.
There we go.
What?
What did I miss?
It's a big purple dildo bat. I'm not joking. It's basically Saints Row with superpowers. Crackdown is. It's kind of the.
You can't really say that though, because Saints Row 4 was Saints Row with superpowers.
True.
If you say so.
And penis bats.
But why would I play
Fine
that
ass
when I
bats.
can just throw Disgaea in and wield a horse wiener?
True. But it was the answer to Infamous, but not really.
Was a failed
And a few interesting indie games were released: Ori and the Blind Forest, and Inside, both of which coming from the studio that made Limbo. So yeah, that's cool. Limbo is a great game. All right, on to Sony, which is something a little that obviously we have a big fan of with Delbert, and Rachel and I are both also Sony people. So, enough of that's Norfest.
Surprise!
No Man's Sky. Tell us a little bit about No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky was probably the game that won E3, if you could even consider that. I mean, it's made by a small studio named Hello Games. From what I've heard, there's only like 5 people doing it, so there's no telling when it's actually going to come out. But it's basically a exploration in the universe. They haven't really showed much, but the trailer they showed is you're walking on a planet, you're like seeing things and you're categorizing what they are. Like there's a bunch of dinosaurs running around, and then you jump into a TIE fighter and fly away. And it sounds awesome just from that, but everything is procedurally generated, so the universe is basically huge, and they're trying to get everyone who buys it to have their own little planet they start off on, and it's basically the opposite of an MMO of what they're saying. MMO is trying to like shove you all together. This one is literally throwing you apart as far as possible. And
Nice.
like I said, they didn't go in too deeply in the gameplay, but they said something about having capability for like ground combat, aerial combat, which they showed in the trailer, of a bunch of like raiders were attacking a bunch of freighters and they were shooting at them. But I don't know. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. They showed a couple different planets. One of them was the one I was talking about before. It was purple, red trees all over the place, and the other one was more mountainous with floating islands in the sky. So, I don't know. Like they didn't go too deeply, but it looked really, really good. I thought it was Metroid at first, which is weird because it was Sony.
Why is this Nintendo game on here?
Basically, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not it. So yeah, no, it was one of my favorite.
It looks fantastic. Oh yeah, also there is a white PS4 Destiny bundle coming out on September 9th. So white PS4 with Destiny if you're into white consoles. Racist. An undersea game called Abzu.
Abzu?
Abzu.
Let's see.
ABCU.
Me do Abzu. Me Abzu all night.
Me Abzu you long time? What?
That just sounds very porny.
Did they reveal anything other than it's underwater?
No, everyone was like, what the hell was that? What did we just watch? So, it's another one probably like No Man's Sky, though, just set underwater.
Gotcha. They did do a preview of the Disney Infinity 2.0, which is bringing the Marvel superheroes into.
Superheroes!
Fantastic. But more Disney Infinity, so if you were not a big Disney Infinity fan, you are probably not going to enjoy this. Remakes! All of the remakes and ports. Also, Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PS4 and also PC. Last of Us Remastered for the PS4. Ratchet and Clank getting a new title.
Are they rebooting the series, or?
From what I've heard, it's just a remaster of the original game.
Oh.
And they're also doing a movie, apparently. I don't know how that's going to go over, but yeah. Both of them
No,
2015.
no.
I'd watch a Ratchet and Clank movie.
The trailers admittedly look really close to the game itself, so I'm tentatively excited.
Valid. And something I'm actually really excited about. Grim Fandango coming to consoles finally.
It's funny because that's literally like after all the games that they showed at the conference, that was the one thing that everyone was talking about, which was kind of funny.
If you like, that was the like dark game that wasn't like shoot everybody in the face back in the 90s. So, and for those who don't know, basically, kind of, if you look at like a Dios de los Muertos skeleton, wearing a zoot suit, you basically got Grim Fandango.
Yes, that's a pretty accurate description, I would say.
But it takes on like classic stories like Maltese Falcon, On the Waterfront, Casablanca. It was really a fun game, and the fact that it's still getting nods is great. PlayStation Network is getting a new content with getting new content such as a playroom and many free-to-play games. Brian Michael Bendis of all of the Marvel things you ever wanted came up to promote Powers TV show, which will be exclusive to PSN, which is interesting. I'm for that. I love the Powers book. Yeah, I heard somebody actually talk about this because I'm about to get into the TV stuff, which is everybody's like, yay. But somebody said that Sony and Xbox stole each other's last year conferences and it had the same result.
Yes.
So Sony's like, here's some games and here's all of the TV things you ever wanted. And Microsoft's like, no TV, but all of the games, but everybody still liked Sony more.
Surprise! Microsoft sucks.
Doesn't there have to be a point where they realize that they're trying to outdo somebody who does it better?
Well, I mean, legitimately, last console generation, Microsoft was like hands down the winner of last year's console generation. The Xbox 360 versus the PS3. The 360 outdid everything than the PS3.
The PS3 actually outsold at the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it finally took off.
Yeah, it was last couple of years they finally sold more than the Wii also.
Okay.
So.
So for the majority of the last generation, Microsoft was just rubbing Sony's face in the ground.
Yeah, but when Sony turns around and gets the last laugh, that's who ends up winning.
PlayStation Now is coming to Sony TVs. You won't need to have a Sony console to play many PlayStation games, which is interesting. PlayStation TV, also known as Vita TV in Japan, hardware will be headed westward, which is good because a lot of people were complaining that they said Vita TV wouldn't be coming.
I'm mixed feelings about the PlayStation TV.
Oh?
Well, having a Vita, I know how pretty awesome it is, but everyone's like, oh, it's dead, there's nothing to play. And now that the TV's coming for half the price, then there will generally be no Vita sales after that.
Uh-huh.
So.
Well, I mean, that's a shame. I actually like the form factor of the Vita. Like, every time I play with it, it makes me want one more.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, everyone I've heard that's played with it, their only problem is that there's no games for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of games, but
who are like Japanophiles, there's games for it. But if you're running Dude Bro games, there's no Dude Bro games.
Yeah, it's my JRPG system right now.
But that can be said mostly for all of PlayStation stuff. Like, it is good for the JRPGs, not so much for the Dude Bro games.
Yeah. And the few times they tried to get into the Dude Bro games, they didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, with the exception of Uncharted, which they did announce. Speaking of which, they announced Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. So take that title as you will. Also did another The Order 1886, which is awesome, cool steampunky thingy. Supposed to be coming out this year. Little Big Planet 3 was announced with new characters, so you can have assorted sack people.
I'm
Yay.
just jealous of the sack people.
I am. I like the sack people. Sack people are fun to play with. And that is all from the highlight site that I found that they announced. So anything else you want to touch on the PlayStation? I think it was like 4 hours long, so it better be more than that.
It was 2 hours, but they spent too much time. They brought their new CEO out to talk about a lot of their stuff, and they basically spent way too long pushing the business portion of it. It felt like it was more directed towards your board of directors meeting than it was for developers.
Okay.
I mean, he did touch on the whole PlayStation Now, which I think is going to be a great idea, but there's a lot of stuff that I just looked away at and I wasn't really paying attention at that point. They let him go way too long.
I think that was it for day 0 before the actual conference. Like, Nintendo always does their stuff on day 1. Microsoft and Sony are like, we have to wag our penises at you before the conference actually starts.
Well, EA and Ubisoft had a conference too.
I thought Ubisoft's was day 1.
No, it was right before Sony's.
Oh, well then. So Ubisoft announced Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed, whatever the hell number this is.
Unity.
Oh yeah,
it's actually the name
They're
of
done
it.
numbering it by now.
It's not even worth it anymore.
It would be like Final Fantasy, except like, what, 64, 97, 230? I don't know. How many games do I have?
Yes.
Over 9,000.
Probably.
So yeah, Far Cry, and they did another Tom Clancy game. Oh, Rainbow Six is getting a new game, which is cool.
Rainbow Six Siege.
I don't like that. It's not horrible. I wasn't a big fan of the Rainbow Six, so.
The book was good. That's about all I can say.
Oh yeah. But don't get me wrong, I know people that are way into that, just not for me. Yeah, that was pretty much it for Ubisoft. Yay, Ubisoft. What did what's its face? You know the one.
Yes, I do. No.
The other one you said.
What's his face with the thing and the...
I wasn't familiar with it, but I heard that they showed a small teaser trailer for Star Wars Battlefront.
Ah, yes. That makes it look way too real.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they talked that, which I heard people were going crazy over. I didn't see it, but...
EA, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
The one with the face.
Who kills everything that's ever been happy.
Oh?
Just how they are.
What did they do?
No, I forget they've closed down 4 or 5 different studios after they bought them because they weren't profitable.
So many people were apparently really bored about that, so... Alright, so, the one that actually interests me, the Nintendo press conference, because nobody cares about anything else. So, Nintendo came out, and I makes me really want a Wii U after we get through all of this.
Me too.
They, of course, touting Smash Bros.
Well, it's the one thing they got. So what else are they gonna do?
Well,
Mario.
Yeah, get the Smash Brothers. Check it out. Yay! Don't you want to buy a Wii finally?
They're actually having a create a character. You can import your Mii.
Oh,
to
snap.
Super Smash Bros. Now. So got that, which is it sounds great. Also, Pac-Man is a playable character in Super Smash Bros. So you too can find out who is a better fighter between Pac-Man and Mega Man, Sonic, and Princess Peach.
I don't know. I still want to see Pac-Man versus Kirby.
Peach will win.
Yes.
Yes, who will win in a
Pac-Man
fight?
versus Kirby.
Just remember, she will not be in that castle.
No, the other one. An open world Zelda game coming to the Wii U.
What?
Yes!
With a protagonist who may or may not actually be Link.
What?
CJ, it's not nice to break jazz.
But yeah, it's this is the game that really like, all right, I need to get a job because I need a Wii U in my life.
It just keeps getting more and more
Just giving
tempting,
death
man.
stares to people.
Mario Maker.
Yeah, Mario Maker, Devil's Third becoming a Wii U exclusive, which I don't know what that is. Reggie looking very angry. That happened a lot.
Reggie being Reggie.
Oh,
Reggie
Mario
being-
Party 10. We're up to 10 now. This is a big thing.
Yeah, Mario Party is always fun, especially with the Wii U pad.
I have not played Mario Party with the Wii U pad.
Well, it would be fun. I can imagine that.
CJ, you actually played it with the Wii U pad when we were at Disney when it first
Not
came
Mario
out.
Party. It was Nintendo Land or whatever it was.
Oh.
Whatever it is now.
Oh,
Which
the
is
one
still
that,
it was still
came
great.
with it.
Yeah.
Amiibo.
But it's and of course they on the 3DS they gave love to the remakes for Ruby and Sapphire, the Pokemans, which makes me happy, very very happy, because it's Pokemans.
Mega Mudkip.
Yes, Mega Mudkip.
Well, it doesn't hurt that you've got your children completely friggin' addicted to it. Daddy, can we watch Pokemons?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Why? Yes, yes we can. While Rachel sits over grumbling. Oh, my daughter did find out that season 4 of My Little Pony's on Netflix now.
Oh boy.
Which went over real well considering she was grounded today and found out about that late last night.
Oh yeah, she was not happy with Daddy. No. Well, I can tell you she will definitely not be going into Mommy and Daddy's room anytime soon again.
Yay! So, any other big things from E3 that I missed?
Sony is finally bringing Final Fantasy Type 0 to the States after 5 years. It's going to be a PS4 exclusive, though.
Fuck you.
That was one of the big things that the Ninja announced. It wasn't during their conference. It was later on in the week.
I know there was stuff for Metal Gear Solid 5, too.
Another more confusing trailer.
Which happens.
Which it's Metal Gear at this
It's
point.
kind of Metal Gear Solid thing. Even when you're playing, you don't know what the hell's going on.
Essentially.
Usually takes 3 or 4 playthroughs before you realize what the hell you just happened to see.
Yeah, it's like I've played Metal Gear Solid 2 like 7 times, and I just, like the last playthrough, I'm like, oh, that's what that means.
They were doing there. Let's see. Diablo 3 for the PS4 is going to be getting Last of Us content.
What?
Yeah, there's going to be the Ultimate Evil Edition. There's going to be the like a Nephilim rift for like bloaters and clickers and stuff running around.
Huh. It seems weird.
And then it's also getting a transmog set from the Shadow of the Colossus.
Huh.
Which is pretty
Okay.
cool. Small stuff, but you know.
So in other words, it was what we were kind of expecting it to be, which was a much slower year than last year, what with all of the big, massive, next gen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, E3. But like I said, with the open world, really the only one that I watched was the Nintendo one, merely because I wanted to get some Pokemon news, Super Smash Bros. News, and I'm like, all right, sell me on getting a Wii U. And then the news.
And then they did.
And I'm like, all right, shit, I still don't have a job.
Okay, I'm in. Now
Give
I
me
just
money.
need to not have a small infant so that I can play video games again.
That's when you get them
Alright.
started on video games.
As soon as I
Here.
can hold controllers, I'll work on it. I'm working on it. Bella's not
All
quite
right.
there yet.
So let's go ahead and wrap this very short show up. Delbert, is there any place that you want people to look at to find stuff or notify you of stuff?
Not really. I mean, I
Handle,
don't really do anything yet.
No, nothing yet.
No.
Way to tug a boat there, buddy.
Tugging
Ta-da.
boats, that's what we do around here.
Yes.
Hey, wait. No, I'm not going there.
I would ask Rachel who we have coming on next week, but we don't have anybody right now, so I don't know what's going on next week. So yeah, there you go.
It's a surprise.
For everybody.
Mystery
Tune
guest.
in to find out.
All right, now some fun stuff.
The Summer Movie SmackDown Update.
Absolutely, it's the summer movie SmackDown, and this is week number because Jazz just deleted.
I didn't know how to count, so I just deleted it.
Hey, I'm very proud of where I'm sitting right
Week
now.
5. Do we count the? I don't know.
Budlong's Maleficent is continuing to dominate, but it's ending its run this week. A Million Ways to Die in the West from Daryl dies terribly. Tom Cruise tried his best in Edge of Tomorrow, and still wasn't good enough.
Poor Dale.
The super highly anticipated How to Train Your Dragon 2 from Budlong coming out this week, and the somewhat anticipated 22 Jump Street starts tomorrow. And of course,
How I feel about 22 Jump Street.
very conflicted.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I never saw 21 Jump Street, so
like the original movie or like the original
I actually haven't
series.
seen anything 21 Jump Street period. So I guess any 21 Jump Street.
Go back,
Yes, the answer
watch
is
the
yes.
series. Watch the series with Johnny Depp in it. Why? Because it's
Jonah
Johnny
Hill
Depp.
ruins things.
Oh, poor Jonah Hill.
I am not going to be bringing you home any coffee anymore.
What? You don't like Jonah Hill either.
Oh, I didn't hear Jonah Hill. Never mind. Okay, I'll bring you home more coffee.
No, that's fine. Plenty of coffee for
Wait a
everybody.
second.
No coffee.
Now
for you.
on to the ranking.
No. If I bring home coffee, it's going to be 11 shots of espresso. Why? Because 11 shots of espresso.
That sounds dangerous.
I had that.
That's like
It took
a
me 4 days
heart
to drink it.
exploding drink right there.
On to the rankings. Jared Azevedo leading still with $7.5 million. I am second place with $5.2 million. Rachel is third place with $4.6 million. Jared Budlong is fourth place with $4 million. Dale is not last with $3.2 million. And Daryl bringing up the lead-ish with $2.2 million.
Bringing up the rear.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Oh, no, he's just covering Dale's ass. It's okay.
He likes it back there.
And I'm pretty
but-
sure Dale doesn't mind either.
Next week, Budlong, I'm going to be, well, probably not next week, but the week after, I'm expecting Budlong to be in second place, honestly.
He might. Well, I got 22 Jump Street that may keep me in first.
Yeah, because you do
But-
have a pretty sizable
Barely.
lead because of the weird love that Godzilla got.
Godzilla. Everybody loves Godzilla.
Zero.
All right.
He's a
And up
giant
on the site
lovable
this
monster.
week, the Comic Alliance finally premiered.
It,
Yeah,
it
baby.
happened. Really?
It was a thing.
That was
Finally.
a thing that happened?
Almost a year in the making, finally premiered. And thank you, Daryl, for the show title of the episode. Now you can quit your bitching. It is up on iTunes now. Actually, during the show, got the email that I was approved for iTunes. So yay, it is up on the iTunes. Other than that, up on the Geek.io site, the Android realm gives you an Angry Birds Epic review. I don't know what that is, so it's a thing. Go check it out.
I don't know. I don't get involved in it.
It is a thing. And speaking of the Comic Alliance, Alexandra put out a little call to send her webcomics, so I may have to send her like 10 emails about Dr. McNinja.
And even though I said CJ might reiterate this, but I'm going to, please don't forget our Patreon site over at Patreon, patreon.com/geekio to help out with small monetary monthly donations. If you think we're worth $5 for all of the content we have on the site, give us $5. We'll give you and your site cause whatever shout out at the top of the shows. Or if you think we're worth 10, we'll read a Twitter length post for you. And because Footlong's not here, we can be heard on Stitcher Radio. Search for Geek.io to help us out if you do, as well as iTunes. And I think we still have Sexy Nacho as the only review that we have on there for a while. Come on.
Over a year now.
Give us a review. Something nice and fluffy and clouds and unicorns and all that shit.
iClouds even. Speaking of Patreon and the Comic Alliance, I've heard from 3 or 4 people that you want it more than once a month. If you want it more than once a month, head over to Patreon site. Give us a little bit of fiscal lubrication. You two can get both Disney Geek more often and Comic Alliance more often. So, there.
God dang.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Before we leave.
In a fight between Kirby and Pac-Man, I think I'm going to have to put my money on Kirby.
Kirby would suck Pac-Man up in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, Kirby has feet. And
that
arms.
helps. Well, it's the Pac-Man Adventures Pac-Man, so he has legs and arms, too.
Oh, see, it's not even classic Pac-Man. Yeah, Kirby can take down that Joker. No problem.
He's still all waka waka waka, though.
Waka waka waka.
All right. On that note, it's been a very short show, but it was fun. Thank you, Delbert. Too many D's on this show for joining us. Oh, wait. Reading the... Who wants to read the show title?
I guess I can.
Okay.
Total title candidates for episode 66. We have Interrupting Budlong, Huge Pine Ass, The Printer is the Devil by M. Night Shyamalan, Killing Nazis with Captain America, or Nazis, whichever you prefer. Nazis. Killing Nazis. Don't Land on a Cop Car. Felicia Day is a Time Lord. Red hair and a Russian accent. Arrow with boobs. Nobody wants the number 2 at the buffet. Xbox. F off. Me Abzu you long time, and he's all waka waka. Waka.
Waka. All right, folks. We will see you next week with a more lively show because everybody should be back next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have been listening to a part of the Geek.io podcast network.
Loud noises!
Visit us at geek-io.com for all of our great shows.
The pressure is building slowly, inexorably inside me. Oh my.
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's bad for you. Go figure out how it works.
Geek.io. Copyright 2014.
I want to get out of here. I want to leave this place right now.
Alright. And we are out. Stopping all of the recordings all over the place by YouTube. You are first to die.